So again, if I start my hips in a more neutral positioning, as opposed to trying to start from a position where my kneecap and my hips are very side tilted, I stay a little bit more neutral. I have my underhook grip already, cross collar grip. I have the choice either to go from hooking or to kick the butt. Note that some people find it difficult to use the hooking foot because they're just primarily trying to use it by itself. If I'm trying to pull Patrick with just this foot, realistically, I don't think I can move his body. But I have to use this, step back a sec. I have to use this hooking foot also in conjunction to the cross collar grip, or also by using the initiation of what I did by kicking the near side butt. I'm able to weight shift him in this forward orientation over my body and over my hip line. So I can manipulate that window to move my body in space where there's no weight directly on top of me or force being applied to me. So from here, again, if I use the hooking foot, I'm gonna pull, I turn my hips out, I turn into a stepping foot. So you can already see how his leg is extended out, the weight is far away from me, which is perfect. Again, I'm able to control the distance and I can see what options are available to move either into the inside space or to shoot for the triangle. So if we now look at what other options we have that aren't related to the triangle, I'm gonna pummel my left leg to the inside space first. So we're gonna get to our Jenga position. So again, this idea of the push and pull is a very constant topic for the Underhook De La Riva. Once I stop the pushing movement from my left foot and bring my knee to my chest, I'm able to bring Patrick, sit heavy. I'm able to sit heavy if you just lift your arms. I'm able to bring Patrick into this sort of weight to guard position or weight to sweep position, okay? And in this orientation, I have control of both his left and right leg, but depending on where he bases his weight, we can take him into different directions here. So optimally, I'm usually looking for this leg to be either by the crook of my bicep, so like this, or to my shoulder line. A lot of the time, it's very difficult to bring this to the shoulder line, so often it will be sufficient to get to the crook of the bicep. But if possible, because of how my legs are organized, you can see how my right shin is underneath of Patrick's hamstring, and my left leg, my left calf is shelved on top of his quad. From here, I can use a little bit of elevation to bring this closer to my shoulder as well. So if you are able to use that elevation, usually you can move this leg closer to the shoulder line, because this will give you a lot more leverage to also, if you look at my left foot, how I'm using the instep to hook on the back of his body too. It's very useful to try and create more connection to the torso. So let's look at a couple of different pathways from this position first. The first pathway we're going to look at is the weighted guard variation to back control. So we're going to look at one variation of a back take from this position. I'm going to talk a little bit about the leg positioning from here and what my hands are doing. So for me, usually I'm looking for my left hand to be grabbing the pant sleeve here. My right hand is going to be on the side of the drawstring, 4-finger grip, just on the side of the pants for now. I'm going to use a little bit of elevation, and I'm going to try and understand where his weight is situated. So I can either try and push up, which will seem sometimes really difficult because I'm putting more weight towards my head. Sometimes I will opt to push more weight to the side so I can get this foot out and hook by the knee line. Because once I do this, I'm not trying to push Patrick up to the ceiling, but I'm actually trying to push his weight in this direction so that the weight is coming off of me, because right now he's directly on top of me, and to stay in this situation for a long time is very, very tiring. So from here, I'm going to transition my left foot, which is hooking just by the inside of the knee. Note my knee positioning is not to the inside, it's to the outside of his shin bone. From here, I use my right shin to elevate a bit. I change my left foot into a stepping foot just next to the knee and at the top of the hamstring. From here, I'm actively stiff arming with my right arm. And this is our key player, our right leg here. I'm going to create an arc-like motion to the near side knee. So you can see where my head is right now. Where are my eyes looking? I'm going to try and signal to my right leg to swivel in this position to replace my left foot. So from here, I swing and my right foot hooks. Note that my left foot is hooking at the base of the same leg now. From here, I'm going to cup around the outside of the other leg, pull myself in to get to this position. From here, I can grab any material. I usually try and grab the drill string or a belt or even some gi material here. I pull him back, underhook in front of the chest, and come to the seatbelt position. Perfect, yeah.